Hey there, everybody, just doing a review for this LOKITHOR portable jump starter. This is the JA3000 jump starter from LOKITHOR. And the main selling point for this one is that it uses lithium iron phosphate batteries. It isn't very common that portable jump starters use lithium iron phosphate batteries because most of them use regular lithium ion or lithium polymer batteries. And so this is the first in my case, I think, that I'm reviewing a jump starter that uses lithium iron phosphate batteries. And just taking a look at what's in the box, you get the jump starter itself, of course, but this jump starter also doubles as a tire inflator. It has an air compressor, and you can actually use it to inflate your car tire in case it's low on air pressure. And so you do get this air hose right over here. You get the jump starting clamps, of course, a Type C to Type C charging cable. I think this is. Yes, this is a Type C to Type C charging cable. You do get a Type A to Type C charging cable. You do get these different air nozzles in case you're filling up, a different type of tire other than a car tire. And also you do get the manual right over here. I'm not too sure what this is. I think this is the warranty card, or no, this is just to show you what's included in the box and gives you the product specifications as well. And you also get a carrying pouch for carrying all these accessories. The main reason to get this portable jump starter is because it uses lithium iron phosphate. It's a jump starter. It's a air compressor that can fill up your tires with air, and it has some powerful charging. And the main difference between lithium iron phosphate batteries and lithium ion batteries that most portable jump starters use is that this one is able to get many more charge cycles. I think this one is rated to get 2,000 plus charge cycles. And also lithium iron phosphate batteries are a lot more stable, so they can withstand heat a lot better than regular lithium ion batteries. And so yeah, overall, you're getting more of your money's worth when you purchase a lithium iron phosphate product, whether it's and when it comes to like these type of portable devices, you usually hear lithium iron phosphate being used with power stations. Once again, this is kind of new to me. I didn't know that jump starters used lithium iron phosphate, but here we are. The technology, or rather the battery type, is now being used with jump starters. And so that's pretty cool to see. I think we might eventually see regular power banks use lithium iron phosphate. Well, maybe not, because that might make a regular power bank more expensive, but just putting that out there. This JA3000 jump starter does have a 3000 peak current, and so that's able to jumpstart 9-liter gas engine vehicles and 7-liter diesel engine vehicles that use a 12-volt battery to start with. And just taking a look at the front, this is where you're going to be finding the jump starting port right there that you would place the jump starting clamps into. And right over here is the Type C and Type A port. Oh yeah, another thing is that the Type C power delivery from this jump starter is very powerful. It's able to output and input 60 watts of power delivery. The Type A port is able to output 18 watts. So you are able to charge most Type C chargeable laptops. So I'm going to be showing that in this review as well. And just taking a look right over here, this is where you're going to be finding all the buttons and the screen. Oh, just trying to get my camera to focus. But yeah, you can press the power button to turn on the screen. You can actually cycle between BAR and PSI. I personally use PSI when I'm filling up my tires with air, but yeah, you can just press that to cycle between the two. This plus and minus button is where you would set the desired air pressure that you want. Personally for me, I'm gonna need, I think, 40 psi for my car, and I'm just gonna set it to 40. I'm gonna head on outside in just a second to show you guys how the air compressor works. You can hold down the pump button to turn on the air compressor. I'm gonna do that right now. It's gonna be pretty loud, so just a heads up. Hold it down just like that, and it turns on the air compressor. You can just press it again to turn it off. Right over here is the light button. In case you've seen my LOKITHOR Part X review, this is very similar to that. The only difference mainly is that this jump starter right here does not have a removable battery. But yeah, LOKITHOR kind of have a similar design philosophy, I suppose you could say, between their products, and this one definitely follows that. There is a light button right there. Held that down to turn on the 400 lumen, I think, LED flashlight. Very bright. This is gonna be pretty useful in case you're in case you're trying to jumpstart your car at night. And you can just press it again to turn on the flashing mode. Press it again to turn on the SOS mode right there. Over to this side is where you're going to find the air hose that you connect the air hose to. Well, this is the air hose port, and that's that. And over the back there is nothing. Over the bottom is where you're going to find some product specifications, warnings, caution. The 57.6 watt hour battery is able to deliver, I think, 50 jump starts in total, as long as you have the jump starter charged to 100%. Storage temperature is negative 4 degrees Fahrenheit to 122 degrees Fahrenheit. So you get a bit of wiggle room in case you want to store this in your car. The Type C port is able to output and input 60 watts of power delivery. So that's good to see. You can actually charge this back to full power very quickly. Granted that you are using a 60 watt power delivery wall charger or higher. Let me just go ahead and test out the charging ports real quick to show you guys how the charging ports perform and how the recharging performs as well. And then I'm going to head on outside to test out the tire compressor and show you guys how to use the jump starting feature, which is basically the same across any jump starter that you can find on the market. But I'm going to show you guys that anyways, and I will be right back. Alright guys, so just back with the LOKITHOR JA3000 jump starter, and so right over here I am charging my Lenovo Flex 5 laptop, and it's charging at about 33 watts. Basically its max charging speed. This comes as no surprise. 60 watts of power delivery from the Type C port is going to be able to charge most Type C chargeable laptops, with an exception of Type C rechargeable gaming laptops. Those require much more than 60 watts of power delivery. Oh, as you can see, now it's charging at about 43 watts, so that's good to see. It fluctuates quite a bit. I'm going to go ahead and start charging my Galaxy Note 9 from the Type A port to see what happens. I think the power might get split between the ports, because I do have standard charging now on my Galaxy Note 9, and the charging from my Lenovo laptop has slowed down considerably to about 13 watts right there. So yeah, and so if you want optimal charging from the Type C port, I would recommend charging the device alone, because clearly when you charge two devices at the same time, the power does get split between the two ports. Not complaining, it's still pretty awesome to get 60 watts of power delivery from Type C, but only if you're charging a single device at a time. And with that said, let me go ahead and test out the recharging to see if I can actually recharge this unit at 60 watts, and I'll be right back. Alright guys, so just back testing out the recharging for the unit, and it looks like it's able to recharge at about 65 watts. Well, nearly 65 watts. Right over here, I'm using this U-Green 65 watt wall charger, and yeah, I can confirm that it's able to recharge at 60 watts. Well, a little bit more. Not complaining, it's a bit faster than the specification says it's able to recharge at. The screen for the River 2 power station is reading 74 watts, but I think this Type C watt meter is a lot more accurate. And so yeah, I would highly recommend using a 60 watt wall charger or higher to recharge this unit a lot faster, because 60 watts is a fast recharge speed in comparison to some jump starters that use maybe a 15 watt or 18 watt recharge speed. This is definitely what you want. And so yeah, thumbs up on the recharging as well. Alright guys, so I did bring down this tire down to 28 psi. I do have the air compressor set to about 40 psi. Oh, looks like it's actually 21 psi. My bad. But anyways, I'm going to be seeing how long it takes for the air pressure to go from 21 psi to 40 psi. Alright, let's get started on that. Alright, and looks like it took about 3 minutes and 25 seconds for the tire pressure to go from about 21 psi to 40 psi. Not too bad of a timing. I think I have tested a few of these jump starter air compressor combos that have a faster air fill up time, I suppose you could say, but this was pretty good. Alright guys, so jump starting with this LOKITHOR jump starter is just like any other jump starter. You know, you just gotta press the power button just like that, and then you can connect the negative and positive clamps to the battery, as you can see, just like that. And basically the same thing, just like that. Bam. And once it's connected, you're going to see the voltage of the battery, and also once you see this green light, you are ready to jumpstart your car. And that's really about it. Once again, all these things work the same way, and this one does as well. And my car battery is not dead. I'm just demonstrating how you would use the jump starting feature. Alright you guys, so that is my review for the LOKITHOR JA3000 lithium iron phosphate portable jump starter. I would highly recommend owning a product like this one, not specifically this one, but like this one in case you have other options that you're considering, because it's a jump starter and an air compressor, and it also has powerful charging as well. The use of lithium iron phosphate batteries is also a pretty big plus. I know you can't see the batteries, and therefore it's like, why would I consider to buy this? But lithium iron phosphate batteries are just like a higher quality type of battery. You know, you're able to get more charge cycles, and they're a lot more stable than lithium ion batteries. I will have a link to the product page for this jump starter down in the description below. I will also have a link to the review article over at chargerharbor.com in case you want to read a review for this unit as well. And I will see you all on the next video. All right, goodbye.